Gender-affirming care for minors. Why am I so adamant about it? Genuinely, it's one of the most common topics I have here on this account, and there's a good reason for it. At the root of it, my most honest answer is because I never got to transition when I was younger. I never got to start puberty blockers, and I never got to experience what it was like growing up as the correct gender. And it's not just a mental thing. I'm now much less safe because of it. I'm a huge advocate for kids being able to get on puberty blockers because in the long term, it's safer. I don't know when or if society is ever going to accept trans people, but I do know that if I had started puberty blockers, I would be far more cis-passing than I am now. And in turn, it would make me much safer day to day when I'm walking down the street. There are a plethora of reasons why I think kids should have access to gender-affirming care, and that's obviously just one of them, but it's one that's really personal to me, and it's one of the core beliefs I have as to what drives my desire to advocate for kids having access to gender-affirming care.
We're dealing with one sick son of a bitch.
Hey guys, real quick, before we get into it, I just wanted to mention that it's been about a week since the last video, and the reason for that is because of all the YouTube censorship and suppression, I've had to find other ways and means to keep the lights on. And with that being said, in the last video, I mentioned that I started a Give, Send, Go page to try to bypass the censorship and suppression. And I just wanted to say thank you all so much to those of you that have donated so far. And I'm going to continue to mention that and pin it in the comments. And hopefully, if I get near that goal I have set, I'll be able to start focusing solely on this channel again and releasing daily videos to keep you all updated on the happenings of Clown World. And with that being said, let's get into it. Now, if you place your attention on the screen for a moment. So this individual with the 5 o'clock shadow is Natasha. Now, Natasha is a biological man that identifies as a trans woman and calls himself a transbian or trans lesbian. Now, Natasha uses she, they pronouns as well as ladies' restrooms. Wait, what?
He looks like a f***ing loser.
Now, in my opinion and the opinion of many others, Carmelo Harris was one of the worst presidential candidates in the history of American politics. So we're going to keep it moving with this fellow who thinks she was actually one of the best presidential candidates in the history of American politics. Roll it.
She was the best option. She was the only f***ing option. You understand what's happening right now in the American government. Do you think someone like her would have done this shit? Educated. Already knew politics. One of the best f***ing candidates we had ever had in American history. But you decided to vote for a criminal. You voted for a... You voted for someone who is literally digging their own grave for the f***ing country. You son of a bitch. Bro, you did not vote for her because because you're a misogynist, because you're racist, because you're classist. You couldn't f***ing see beyond that. You felt intimidated for a woman being a leader of this country. And now look who the f*** we have. We have a f***ing neo-Nazi. We have someone who promotes white supremacy. Is that what the f*** you voted for? Like, think about it, man. Like, if you actually voted for that shit, you either are self-loathing or you're too f***ing of a bitch to have Harris as your f***ing leader. She was the only option. She was our president. And you f***ed it up for everybody. Thanks a lot, you bitch-ass motherfucker.
No offense, but you are a stupid asshole.
Now, this next clip is very interesting. It gives us a look inside the mind of someone who watches nothing but CNN and MSNBC and who falls for every single hoax they promote. Roll it.
This is about one thing, okay? It's about white supremacy. This country elected a Klan leader in the White House, a white supremacist. He said, you know what? I got you. Take off your white hoods. Put on your red hat so people can see your face and know what you really stand for. I'm going to tell you that it's okay to be a racist. So just to recap in this country, if you're white and you commit felonies and tax fraud, if you're so pathetically inept that you can't even keep your own marriage vows, if you steal from cancer charities, if you cause an insurrection which leads to the permanent disabilities and the loss of life of police officers on January 6th, if you steal top secret documents, if you do all that, you get to be president because you're white. Hey, no one's perfect, Paul. Hey, really? Vote for a Democrat then. Not the evil libs. No. If you storm the Capitol and you're white, and you beat officers, and you're found guilty in a court of law through due process, you get pardoned by the Klan leader. Yes. Great America, right? Ahmaud Arbery, chased down by 3 U.S. citizens, white U.S. citizens. All because he's jogging. Hey, Paul, we're not racist. The hell we're not. The we're not. Oh, the summer of love, Paul, because you need to be the white victim, don't you? Somehow you need to be the victim of everything. Do you know why that started? Those protests? Because a white cop, a U.S. citizen, put his knee on a black man's neck. Very symbolic of America. While 3 U.S. citizen cops stood by and watched it happen. But you don't give a fuck about that, right? You want to talk about, oh, the protest, because you don't want to deal with what this country actually is. It's racist as f.
Everything that guy just says, bullshit. Thank you.
Now, some of you may have heard about this story already, but apparently Greta Van Doonsberg was on a boat headed for the Gaza Strip, and according to her, the boat she was on was intercepted, and now she is being held captive. Roll it.
My name is Greta Thunberg, and I am from Sweden. If you see this video, we have been intercepted and kidnapped in international waters.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Now, I'm going to give this next fella a little bit of credit because he does say that he shouldn't be cooler than anybody, and he's not wrong about that. Roll it.
If you're MAGA, I'm cooler than you. That should alarm you. I shouldn't be cooler than anybody, but I'm cooler than literally all of you. Every single one of you. Y'all are losers. Like dweebs. Like bully you on the schoolyard, flip you over and dump out the lunch money out of your pockets. You're a loser.
Who the do you think you are, you crazy little shit?
And next up we have this young fella who is obviously very upset about something, but he never really tells us what he's upset about. Roll it.
I feel sick. I feel sick to my stomach. I feel sick to my stomach. I feel disgusted.
Oh well, too bad for you.
Hey guys, real quick, before we go any further, I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsors of today's video. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to let this loop on the screen. Now, just because you can get a tattoo on your face doesn't mean you should get a tattoo on your face. Anyway, today's video is being brought to us by. Now, we have a bunch of sponsors for today's video, and before I read off all the names, I just want to say thank you all so much for sponsoring today's video. I really appreciate all the love and support. So today's video sponsors are the one and only Coda 320, none other than Pastor Bob Rogers, Melissa Young, Wayne Shorter, Terry Murphy, and Sean Patterson. And I want to give a big shout out to today's honorable mentions, James F. Jr., Cheerful Red Rosie, and Louis J85 for each leaving a super thanks on the last video. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Now, if you'd like to sponsor the next video and help support the channel, there is a PayPal link in the description box below, and I will say your full name as a sponsor of said video unless stated otherwise by you. All right, I think we've all seen enough of this fella for one day. Get this off the screen, please. Oof.
There is something seriously wrong with you.
And next up, we have this lovely lady who says she will shoulder check a white person walking by her on the sidewalk. Then she proceeds to say it's white people that are rude. Roll it.
If you know me, you know I don't move out of white people way on the street. I will dead ass fuck a shoulder check. Bitch, I'm taking your shoulder with me, actually. Yeah, I'm walking down the street with that. I will knock a bitch flat and walk over her. I don't care. I'm not moving. When it comes to them white people, I'm not moving. Y'all so rude.
The best advice I would give to white people is to get the hell away from black people. Just get the f*** away.
Now, we saw part 1 of this clip last week where this young lady told us 5 words we had to stop using immediately because of their racist origins. Well, here's part 2. Roll it.
5 words you use every day that have racist origins. Number 1, hip hip hooray. Although it might sound joyful, hip hip was an anti-Semitic chant used by mobs in Europe in the 1900s, especially during the Hep Hep riots in Germany. It has a much darker past than people realize. Number 2, moron. Moron was a term used to describe people with intellectual disabilities that was often used to justify forced sterilizations. It was very common among eugenicists. Number 3, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I am shocked by how many people do not know that the word tiger was originally this word. It was common in both the US and the UK, and it took decades for people to change it, even in schools. Number 4, powwow. It's not just a meeting, it's a sacred indigenous ceremony where people gather. Using the term to describe a business meeting can come across as disrespectful, even if you don't mean it to be. And number 5, Eskimo. This was a term given by outsiders to label indigenous people, and the term means eater of raw meat. Many indigenous Arctic people find it offensive and outdated. Words matter, and knowing the roots of these words help us to be more respectful and conscientious people.
You are a fucking moron.
Now, I'll be honest with you guys, I have absolutely no idea what this next clip is about, but I do think this individual has some kind of foot fetish. Roll it.
And I filed your taxes, King Julian. Can I see your feet, King Julian? Ah, King Julian! Feet! It's me, Mort.
That's fucking weird, huh? Holy shit. What the hell was that all about?
So, trans activist Lily Tino has been catching a lot of heat lately for filming himself going into women's restrooms in Disney World. So, someone asked him why he thinks it's okay to go into the ladies' room, and here's his response. Roll it.
So why do you think it's okay to go into a women's bathroom with children? Because I am a woman who has to pee. That's really all it is.
The fucking balls on this egomaniac.
Well, guys, no video is really complete without a clip from the Cackling Hens on The View, so we're going to wrap it up with this clip of the Cackling Hens on The View talking about how it's not illegal to be undocumented. Anyway, things are clearly getting very, very crazy out there, guys, so please take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Till next time, love you guys. Peace. Roll it.
66% of the American public actually thinks it is crime enough to be undocumented and therefore deported.
That it's criminal to be undocumented?
Yes, it is not. A massive amount of this country actually agrees with not how he's doing it, but with what he's doing.
So there's misinformation
I think the strategy here is he's leaning into a scene right now, creating a bigger thing, because it is the one thing that he remains
let's fix that right now, because it is not illegal to be undocumented. It is not a crime to be undocumented.
What did you say? What the f did you just say?
Because it is not illegal to be undocumented. It is not a crime to be undocumented.
You see that? That's a stupid bitch.
2, 10, 12, 15. Oops, stepping on a. It's black. Anyway.